weekend, 3 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, July 11th, 2018. Today's meditation, we think about when we apply these meditations, sometimes the effects are right out in the open. You can't deny it. And then other times, they're blended out there. You don't really see with your own eyes the effects that these meditations have, but I'm saying again that they are very powerful, very impactful, and they're making tremendous amount of difference in the course of humanity and the direction of humanity. So, we did a meditation for the Thailand boys and the coach, and they were all saved. And unfortunately, one of the Navy SEALs gave his life in doing so to help them. But all of them saved, unharmed. And interestingly enough, the coach practiced meditation, and in that cave, the coach was teaching the boys to meditate. How interesting is that? So I would not be surprised if the higher selves of those boys and the coach connected with ours and we communicated. That's very strong possibility, because when I say we're all in communication with our higher selves, with all of humanity, ourselves, each other, means that all of our God sparks are in communication with each other. Period. And sometimes we know that. We sense it and we feel it, depending on how strong of a bond you have with your God self, your God spark. So, in the meditation today, as we look around the planet, we see a lot of this financial stuff going on, and it's been going on for a very long time on the planet. We have a financial system that was put together by the Luciferians, the Dark Agenda, and it has been in place for a very long time. And it's meant, as I've said before, to enslave the human race. And the human race has been enslaved for, well, let's put it this way. The human race has always been enslaved. That's the bottom line. So this whole movement, this whole adjustment of the planet, this whole transition is a transition into real, true freedom, which was given to us by our Creator Source God. And when you're in a frame of mind, as people would say, or when you're in a place where you're balanced and you're calm and you're peaceful and you're happy, joyous and blissful, have you ever noticed that things come to you much quicker and easier? Now think about that for a minute, because that takes place in all of our lives at one point in time or another that maybe we have forgotten about or we should revisit, that's the case. But unfortunately, because of all the outside chatter, we are distracted 24/7. We're distracted when we sleep, not as much, but we're distracted by all this outside chatter and noise that diverts our attention, that diverts our energies, that diverts our light, and takes us off into other areas that exhaust us and tire us out and conflict with things. Imagine being able to take yourself out of that whenever you desire to do it. It has no meaning. Your outside chatter and vibrations of this world have no real meaning, to be honest with you. It's what you are inside of you. When I say go through the heart center, that's exactly what you're doing. You're going inside yourself to connect with the true source of Creator God. And that's your God spark, because that is a direct connection to Prime Source Creator God, Father, Mother God. That is a true connection. That is the real connection. We all have it. Isn't that amazing? We all have it. So when people pray or they meditate, they seek within. They seek the answers from within themselves, because that God spark has all of the knowledge, all of the knowing of Prime Source Creator God. It's our connection. It's our cord. It's our direct communication line with our Creator. So that's how important it is. It's not something that, okay. It's something that we communicate with, and once we get in the habit of doing that, as these simple meditations, whether you know it or not, are literally training you and conditioning you into doing that more often. And I'm sure that some of you are finding it where you are doing it more often, where you are visiting it more often, and you're getting into more of a habit. And I said that a long time ago, months ago, that this is to get into a habit and to get humanity habitualized in a good way for the meditation on a daily basis. And it has to be every day. The reason it has to be every day is because the energy has to be flowing constantly, and it has to be given out. It's part of who we are, okay? You take all of humanity being diverted, being distracted, being taken off in different directions. Meaningless, really. When you think about it, you look at the course of your day, Some of you are you're told when to get up, you're told when to go to work, you're told how long to work. Everybody, then people work, and then they do this, and this, and then they have this, and this. And it's all gibberish if you look at it. There's very little peace, there's very little quiet, and there's very little calm. And imagine being immersed in that on a continual basis. Your vibrational frequency is all over the place. It's up, it's down, it's all around. It's down in the dumps. Your energies are frayed and frazzled. So, in today's meditation, if we could, when we are able, like today, to infuse confidence in our existence, confidence in abundance, confidence in prosperity, confidence in abundance, and not second guessing and wondering and thinking and complaining to yourself and worried and stressing and fearing, this detracts and takes your energy away. It pulls you back down into third-dimensional goop, and it causes you to be fearful, worried, stressed. And it does the opposite by thinking that way, by putting your attention to that. You want to rise yourself up through higher vibrational frequency. Some people say, wow, it's really hard to do that. It really isn't. No matter what position you're in, it's been done by many humans throughout the centuries. Homeless humans, people living in the woods. I mean, when you do that, when you go into yourself and you go into peace, things become clearer and avenues open up for all of humanity. So confidence and understanding that all of the things that you desire to occur, to materialize, to be a reality, will. That's part of your confidence. The confidence can't be superficial. It has to come deep within you. And the confidence is coming from your God spark. Period. It's like having faith in things. Mustard seed of faith will move mountains. And that's very true. So it's not the outside of you. It's not all that gibberish going on. It's inside of you to address. So the confidence then opens up to abundance, prosperity, financial windfalls, wealth, riches, all that stuff. And how to help humanity. I mean, all of those things are connected to your personal confidence. And I'm not talking about ego confidence. I'm talking about love caring, sharing, and giving confidence, gratitude, happiness, being grateful, and sharing and giving with your newfound abundance and prosperity. Period. So if you will, go into your area where you're not going to be interrupted. You probably already are there. And you want to empty the mind completely. You want to get rid of all the garbage and the junk and the chatter and the stray thoughts and worries and stresses and fears that you're thinking about, all vacuumed out, transmuted in neutralized substance by the purple transmuting flame and sent back to the central sun. You just want to get rid of it. You accumulated it since this morning. It's gone. History. You want to relax the body from head to toe. You want to drop the shoulders. You want to relax the entire body from your head down to your legs, down to your little toe. Relaxed. As much as possible. You want to breathe in, inhale. Breathing is very important in this meditation. So you want to take it in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, hold it for 1001, 1002, 1003, and let it out. Take another one, and let it out. As you breathe in through your nose, you're breathing in divine, positive energy. You and all of us are literally, and always have been, abundant. We are prosperous. We are wealthy. We are rich. Problem is that we don't know that. And it might sound strange to some, but it's true. The universe is a massive abundance. There's no shortage of anything, period. And if you want to magnetize yourself to that, you connect through your confidence, through Prime Source, Creator God, and your God Spark, it will happen. There's no doubt about it. It will happen. And as we, all of us, meditate on this confidence to open these doors that have long since been locked, you're going to be amazed at the opening of the doors. They're going to fly open. So, this divine energy is being taken in. You're saturated with it. You are now going to go in through your heart center. You're going to go as deep as you can, softly, until you come to a vortex room. You see the sparkling and the glittering and the reflecting of the golden white pink light, purple transmuting flame. You see all this around you and above you, saturating you with Prime Source, Creator God's eternal love. Now you see your higher self, and you join with your higher self immediately. You become one. You now, in this vortex, we call upon all of our eternal selves, all of our higher selves communicating with each other across the planet with us, and we call upon in love and from love all of the archangels, all of the seraphim, all the cherubim, all of the ascended masters, all the sprites, all the fairies, all of those who have passed over, all the loved ones who have passed over. All light beings of love and from love are invited to this meditation. We are all protected. We are in a bubble, a sphere of the golden white pink light and purple transmuting flame of protection. It is a eternal love protection. It can only be penetrated by eternal love. So we're all protected. Arm in arm, we all float up above the planet. We see the sphere, golden white pink light, purple transmuting flame of all of our meditations since the beginning, since February. Flickering and reflecting in constant, perpetual motion. Now, we begin to feel the saturation from our crown of our head down. It's a warm, penetrating feeling, and it's increasing our vibrational frequency, and it is confidence within. It is obliterating all of our negatives and all of our fears, all of our anxieties, all of our stresses, all of our doubt, all of our feelings of undeserving. It is melting them away. We are all abundant creatures. We are all abundant humans. We always have been. It's just that we've been convinced that we are not. This is all melting away through our increased level of confidence with love, nurturing, respect for one another, respect for the planet, and respect for abundance. It's all flowing in. It's literally saturating all of us, and the human race begins. So every human being is abundant, is prosperous. It is no longer a concern. It is no longer a worry. It is no longer a stress. It is no longer a fear. You have to address these things in order to have them be dissipated. Face the fears that are artificially created to convince us and divert our attention from our abundance. It's massive. It's super powerful. It is directly associated with our God Spark and Prime Source Creator God. This is another habit, good habit, for everyone to practice to be in. And the more you do it, the more you get into habit. When you feel diverted during any period of time, revisit this, reinforce it, keep that vibrational frequency high. In this meditation, it is important to continually imprint that upon your subconscious as it's being done now. You'll expand, your prosperity will increase, doors will fly open, abundance will pour forth, you will have all that you desire, and then some. It is an inevitability. It is a prime directive from Prime Source Creator God. It is a guarantee, and your confidence is important. If you do not have this confidence within you, it has to be delivered through your God Spark to reinforce it on a second-to-second basis, continually. So we will put this in perpetual motion, this confidence, which opens up abundance, which opens up prosperity, which opens up great riches, wealth, everything that, isn't everything. It is just a part of it. So happiness, good health, these are all key issues with confidence. It's attached. So you visualize this, you experience it, you feel it, you are part of it. You become immersed in it. This wonderful confidence, abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, continually into joy and happiness and bliss and peace opens up all the doors. So I'll join in the meditation and I'll be back to close it out.
I'm going to stop the recording for the next several minutes of silence, but feel free to pause your video and I will bring Jared back when he begins speaking.
Feel the difference in the vibration, the increase. It's important to not allow yourself to become diverted from your concentration and confidence of what you are attracting, what you have magnetized. Is what's important to you is key. And the connection for all of humanity. Because obviously we're all connected. So this pulse and this vibrational frequency that we're concentrating on to continually increase is imperative, because as we lift up humanity, as we lift vibrational frequency, we will open the doors of massive amounts of endless prosperity, endless abundance, endless wealth. It will become a thing of normalcy. for humanity. It will not be out of the ordinary as it is today. It will advance and expand and saturate humanity. It will not be a rarity. And that, see, if you understand that, as we increase our vibrational frequencies for that and expand it, and all negatives are transmuted into neutralized substance by the purple transmuting flame. So all the negatives that we have a tendency to collect within ourselves, that the voice that tells us this and that, the patience that wanes, the concentration that's disrupted and interrupted and misguided and misdirected, all of these things, it's important to understand that you maintain your vision of this eternal love, this happiness, this joy, this bliss. It's a creation in the process. We're progressing to create this and to have it cemented into our existence to enjoy. That's the point. It's to have bliss and fun and joy and goodness. These are things that are real and not dreams. They are concrete. They are strong, and their foundations are strong. And all we are doing is increasing our vibrational frequencies to bring ourselves up to that. Not bring that down to us, but to bring our vibrational frequencies to these things. And that is the problem today, right now on this planet. Humanity has not brought itself to the level of these things, period. Because if we did, and we were there already, we would all be abundant. We would all be wealthy. We would all be rich. And all of these things these concerns and stresses and fears would be gone. So isn't it worth it to concentrate and get in the habit of getting your vibrational frequency as high as possible on a daily basis so that these things are an everyday occurrence in your life? That's something to really, really think about and to contemplate until our next meditation. So we will return at 3 p.m. Thursday, July 12th, 2018. And I think I will be doing a Friday, a information call at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. So that's right now. That's a strong possibility. So I'll confirm that tomorrow. But I wish everybody a perfect health. Number one importance: perfect health, perfect prosperity, perfect abundance, perfect confidence, perfect wealth, riches, perfect prosperity, perfect bliss, perfect happiness. You can have all of the wealth in the world and be unhappy. These things are important to categorize and put in proper priority. So, perfect bliss, perfect peace, perfect calmness, perfect confidence. And may God bless each and every single one of you.